Some people can't stand being alone. They need noise, notifications, constant distraction. Silence makes them uncomfortable. The TV is always on, music in the background, phone in their hand. Because the moment everything goes quiet, something feels wrong. Not outside, inside. But then there's another type of person. They cancel plans, ignore messages, stay home on purpose. They look forward to it. And the strange part? They don't feel lonely. They feel better, calmer, clearer, more in control, almost like they've escaped something. So what if that's not laziness? What if that's not antisocial behavior? What if that's not intelligence? You've probably heard it your whole life. If you stay home too much, something is wrong with you. People say it casually, like it's obvious. You're missing out. You're wasting your life. You need to go out more. You need to socialize. Because that's what normal looks like. Busy, connected, always doing something. But let's slow that down. Who decided that constant activity equals a better life? And why does being alone automatically mean something is wrong? What if the real problem is that most people are terrified of being alone with their own thoughts? Think about it. No distractions, no scrolling, no conversations, just you and your mind. For some people, that's unbearable because silence doesn't feel peaceful. It feels loud. Regret shows up. Overthinking starts. Unanswered questions come back. So they run from it. Into noise, into people, into constant stimulation. Not because they love it, but because they can't face what's underneath. Now here's where it flips. For a different kind of mind, silence isn't the problem. It's the solution. Because instead of running from their thoughts, they explore them. They follow them, break them down, rebuild them. Their mind isn't something to escape from. It's something they use, and that changes everything. Because the more intelligent and self-aware you are, the more active your internal world becomes. You don't just experience things, you analyze them. You question why people act the way they do, why conversations feel empty, why certain environments drain you. You notice patterns. You connect dots other people don't even see. And once you start seeing like that, it's very hard to go back. Because now you can't unsee it. You can't unfeel it. You can't pretend surface-level interaction is enough, even if you try. So when you go out, it's not just going out. It's processing, constantly. Small talk, repetitive conversations, surface-level interactions, same questions, same answers, same predictable reactions. And while everyone else is relaxed, your brain is working, reading tone, noticing inconsistencies, picking up on things that don't match. You see when someone is pretending, you feel when something is off, and it builds up, slowly, until your brain just gets tired. That's why it's confusing for people around you. They think, we just hung out, it was fun. But for you, it wasn't rest. It was work. And when you finally get home, close the door, put your phone down, sit in silence, there's that moment, that shift, where everything in your body relaxes and you realize something uncomfortable. You didn't miss this because you're antisocial. You miss this because it feels like yourself. This is the part nobody wants to admit. A lot of social interaction is performance. Even for confident people, you adjust, you filter, you react in ways that are expected. You laugh when it's appropriate, you say what fits the moment. And most of the time, you don't even notice you're doing it, but your brain does, and it keeps track of the cost. So staying home becomes something else, not escape, not isolation, but decompression, a return to baseline, where you don't have to be on, where you don't have to translate yourself, where you don't have to shrink your thoughts to fit the conversation. And here's where it gets even more real. The more you experience that contrast, the harder it becomes to tolerate the opposite. Loud environments, forced conversations, meaningless interaction. It starts to feel unnecessary, even draining before it happens. So you start making different choices. You cancel more often. You become selective. You protect your time, not because you hate people, but because you finally understand your limits. And this is where people misunderstand you the most. They think you're pulling away, but you're not. You're just no longer willing to give your energy to everything. There's a quiet shift happening right now. More people are starting to feel this. They don't want constant connection anymore. They don't want to be available 24/7. They're tired of the pressure to respond, to show up, to be everywhere. So they step back, they log off, they stay home. And for the first time in a long time, they feel relief. This is the rise of a different kind of person. Someone who doesn't disappear from the world, but stops letting the world consume them. And here's what most people still don't understand. Being alone is not the same as being lonely. Loneliness is emptiness, but chosen solitude is full of thought, full of clarity, full of awareness. It's not absence, it's presence with yourself, and that's where something powerful happens. Your brain starts organizing everything, thoughts become clearer, emotions make more sense, decisions become easier. You start seeing patterns in your own behavior. Why you react the way you do, why certain people drain you, why some environments feel wrong. That level of awareness is hard to reach in constant noise, because noise keeps you reactive. Silence makes you reflective. Think about that. Most people spend their lives reacting to messages, to opinions, to situations. Very few actually stop and think, and that's the advantage. While everyone else is distracted, you're observing. While everyone else is reacting, you're understanding. While everyone else is filling the silence, you're using it. That's why so many creative and highly intelligent people protect their solitude. Not because they have no options, but because they know its value. It's where ideas form, where problems get solved, where clarity appears. It's where you actually meet yourself, without interference. But there's a limit, and ignoring it changes everything. Because there's a difference between choosing solitude and hiding in it. At first, staying home feels like control, but slowly it can become comfort. And then dependence. You start avoiding situations, not because they're meaningless, but because they're uncomfortable. And that's when growth stops. Your world gets smaller, your tolerance drops, and things that used to be easy start to feel difficult. So this isn't about rejecting the world. It's about navigating it differently, choosing when to engage, choosing where to go, choosing who deserves your energy, without losing your ability to step outside. Because real intelligence isn't just awareness, it's balance, knowing when to be alone and when not to be. So if you enjoy staying home, if silence feels better than noise, if being alone feels productive instead of empty, there may be nothing wrong with you. You're not broken. You're not missing out. You're just no longer impressed by constant distraction. And maybe that's why being alone doesn't scare you, because you're not sitting in silence, waiting for something to happen. You're in it, thinking, processing, understanding, and in a world that never stops talking, that ability is rare, and rare is powerful. If this felt uncomfortably accurate, you didn't just watch this video. You recognized yourself in it, and that usually means one thing. You've been feeling this way for a long time. You just never had the words for it. So now I want to hear from you. Be honest. Do you actually enjoy being alone? Or are you just tired of everyone else? Write it in the comments. I read them. And you'll probably realize something interesting. You're not the only one who feels this way. And if this video made you think a little deeper, hit subscribe. Because most people scroll to escape their thoughts. But here, you actually face them. And one more thing. Next time you choose to stay home, don't feel guilty about it. Don't feel like you're missing out. Because while everyone else is chasing noise, you might be building something most people never develop. Clarity. Don't feel like you're missing out. And control over your own mind. And that changes everything.